Hello there, and welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft. I hope you're having a wonderful day.
Good news, everyone.
Uh-oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Now, the mod is not yet ready for release. I still have to add at least one more mod to it. I have to go set up a CurseForge page and a couple other backend stuff. But the current version I'm working on is stable. So I've added it to the mod pack. I now have all the different TerraFirmaCraft wood types available in fences, roofs, and bridges. However, I have not yet removed the vanilla Macrawls mods yet because, well, I would have no roof on any of my buildings if I did. And, well, that's going to take a lot of resources to replace. In fact, I wrote them down. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out, I'm going to collect those resources, and we're going to start building the new roofs and new bridges for our rail over there for our train, because I had a great idea for a bridge. But in addition, I did add one extra thing. Now, previously I had added this recipe using Craft Tweaker because there was no way to turn terracotta into white terracotta. So I added that in the mod pack. You can now bleach any plain old terracotta as well as any dyed terracotta into white terracotta in a barrel with lye. It's pretty much the exact same. It's just it includes terracotta now. So you can actually, if you can't find terracotta in the world gen, you can collect clay, bake into terracotta, make it white, and then dye it, which opens up the possibility for all the different roofs. Because I did also add all of the different terracotta roofs and concrete roofs to the mod pack. But now I have to go collect some 300 terracotta, 300 clay blocks worth of clay balls, a whole lot of wood, so we can get started on replacing all of our roofs. Okay, so first thing on the agenda, I need, as I said, about 300 clay blocks worth of clay balls, and I need around 250 birch logs. And I don't necessarily want to use... I was gonna say I don't want to use my birch farm, and I just remembered I want to swap out the saplings in my tree farm for the I've got some here: sycamore, rosewood, and white cedar. And that's why we universally hate creepers, because now I have one less cherry tree. But yeah, before it gets too late, we need to go collect 250 birch logs. And we have to hunt down a whole lot of clay. This is going to take a while, so we will be back. Oh, and in case I forgot to mention it, the mod is being written... Ooh, cranberries. So that it is compatible with not just SeriesFirmaCraft, but its only dependency is going to be TerraFirmaCraft. It should work with TerraFirmaCraft by itself, with Auto TerraFirmaCraft, with SeriesFirmaCraft, and any other mod packs that use TerraFirmaCraft as long as they don't change TerraFirmaCraft's base files. But yes, the mod is being written to work with any mod pack. It's not going to only be for SeriesFirmaCraft. It should work. I mean, it does work. I tested it just a few minutes ago. It works with Auto TerraFirmaCraft also, and with no other mods, just TerraFirmaCraft by itself. And we're back. I just had to take a 3-hour break or so from recording because, well, I went to mine the bloom and I noticed I couldn't mine it. Yeah, I accidentally broke the pickaxe or mineable by pickaxe tag, so no block in the world that could be mined by pickaxe could be mined. And I had to figure out what I broke and how I broke it. It works now, as you can see. Yeah, that was fun. What was I gonna do next? Right, toss more cast iron in. Once I went too far. Okay. Once I get this taken care of, I can go craft up a bunch more of the vaults down below. Make this bigger, and then we can store a lot more items. So while the bloom is cooking up so we can turn it into wrought iron, I did collect a whole bunch of birch, and I'm going to start crafting up the new roofs for our barn over here. Since when I do remove the macrawl's roofs, these will disappear, and I really don't feel like having no roofs on any of my buildings again. So I'm going to be gathering up the resources, replacing them, and once I have them all replaced, then I will start removing the old mods. And I'll do the same with the bridges over here. This bridge will be replaced eventually. This one will be replaced. I already know what I'm going to do for this rail. I have it set up in a... I was trying out different combinations of rails in a creative world, and I found a combination that looks awesome. So we're going to be going with that as soon as I have the resources, but I do need rosewood. Yeah, we don't have much rosewood. We have 16 plus 7 plus 1. So that's why I planted the rosewood trees, and also sycamore, because this looks really nice. The if I look at sycamore, this sort of yellow color to it, I don't know, I really like it, especially on some of the fences and on the bridges. And then the white cedar looks really good for roofs. So I think I'm going to replace the windmill roof with white cedar. I'm going to be replacing the factory roof. It's going to stay looking just like that. It's going to be the same gray terracotta roof. It's just I've got to create the proper version of it now. And then for this roof, don't know what I'm going to do yet. I might go with one of the other versions of the terracotta roofs. This will stay thatch. This will probably stay thatched to stick with the theme, but I'll actually finish it so it looks nice. And then I'm not sure what I'll do here. Could keep oak, could go with a different color. What other colors can I use? I don't want to use blackwood, that'd be too dark. Acacia might be nice. Don't really want the pink. Ooh, maple. Yeah, let's go with maple. I think it's gonna look really nice too. Oh, and here's how I knew I had something broken. If I place a block, it should reconnect everything. Yeah. I just broke something, but it's alright. There we go. Now the fences are fixed again. I'm going to be replacing this fence eventually. And I think I'm going to be surrounding my base with some of the picket fencing, because the picket fence looks nice. Again, I really like the sycamore. The Douglas fir looks really nice, but I haven't found any Douglas fir yet. Or have I? Wait, now I don't remember if I found Douglas fir. Well, while I'm out here, I'm going to refill my composters and start crafting up some new roofs. And that's 3 by 3 by 3, and that will hold even more. And we still have room to make it bigger if we need to. But now that should be pretty much everything, except I'm going to keep in those chests. This being loose stones, this being mostly sand, but it looks like I got claystone too, and then limestone for flux. And then if we check our board, we've got over 9,000 items stored in there, and 911 991 of them is loam dirt. Because, you know, the dirt's the important part. The barn roof has been completely converted over. You can see it now has the new mod name. You obviously can't really tell a difference because the birch log roof looks the same. But yeah, that one's still the old one. And you can see it's got a different mod name under it. So they are different now. Next, I'm going to be working on the house. But I was thinking, so in TerraFirmaCraft, you can, of course, drink milk. You could drink cider. You could drink beer. But I don't know if that provides nutrition. I've never tested it. So why don't we just take a moment here, grab a ceramic jug so I can grab just a little bit of milk. Look at my nutrition. I am... Okay, pixel-wise, if I line the mouse up with it, the farthest corner of the mouse just reaches this box here. All right, that provided fluid, but nutrition. Ooh, it did. Look at that. So then, would cider provide? I don't have cider on me. I converted it all into vinegar. My next question would be, does cider provide fruit? It doesn't say when you hover over it. Does milk say? Milk does not say. Okay, so we're going to make more cider and test it out, but cider can only be made with apples, so we're going to have to wait on that. Would beer, whiskey, and those sort of things provide you grain? And if that's true, would vodka provide fruit, vegetables, because potatoes? But yeah, you can drink milk and it does provide dairy. So if you're having trouble making cheese or when you're getting started, grab get an early cow or early goat, get a bucket, milk it, and drink the milk. Provide to your dairy and increase your nutrition. Now to get back to working on this. So I like these gray tile roofs. They are just made with the gray terracotta. In McCrawl's, the only way to make these roofs is with a stone cutter. TerraFirmaCraft, not including Create, doesn't have a stone cutter. So I have actually adjusted the recipe so that in addition to the stone cutter recipe, for anyone playing with Create, if you're playing with just TerraFirmaCraft and no other mods, you will be able to craft the gray roofs and pretty much all the roofs using the same sort of recipe with the terracotta and lumber. So you can do that with concrete roofs, you can do that with brick roofs, thatch roofs, wood, logs. You get the idea. All of the roofs can be crafted the same way with some terracotta. So you don't have to worry about the terracotta and the concrete only being craftable with a stone cutter or mechanical saw if you have Create installed. So now I have to start crafting up replacement for all of those. I figure I'd bring you in, show you the progress we're making on the bridge. I had to go out on a adventure to go grab some more rosewood because I was not waiting another 15 days for the next bunch of rosewood trees to grow. So we got about what was it, about 8 stacks of rosewood. Finished making the rails that I need. Now I haven't replaced the dark oak rails that are in the middle. I'll take care of that later. But now we have the majority of the bridge, well, the platform of the bridge done. What I want to do next is I need to decide which one I want to use. Do I want to use the horse fence or the stockade fence? And I'll show you what each of them look like in a moment. Okay, so the stockade fence looks like this. And the horse fence looks like this. In my creative world, I was working with the horse fence. I think I still prefer the horse fence. I think it looks nicer. So we're going to pull these off. I'll find a use for them elsewhere later. And I guess we'll just go with the horse fences. Now, these are going to be quite tall. I want them to be 6 tall, I think. At least that's what I was working with in the creative world, is make the fences 6 tall. And then I'm going to put a rosewood roof on top of it. And then make essentially a red covered bridge. So that's what we're going to go with. We're going to just do it the entire length of the bridge, both sides, and build ourselves a nice looking bridge for the train to pass through on its way out to wherever he ends up going. Oh, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day. In all seriousness though, I am out here once again chopping down more trees because I completely ran out of rosewood. And I can't finish the bridge without it. One sapling. I mean, I get plenty of saplings from the Create Tree Farm. I've got... If I had rotten food, I could... If I had food, I could feed them and try to build up the familiarity. But if I wake them up without increasing the familiarity, I become food. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I've got plenty of saplings from the tree farm, so I don't need more saplings. They're just nice to have. And here we are. The bridge is, well, 99% done. I still need to put a few more of these rails under here where I expanded the bridge this way. And if we go into free cam, you notice I ran out of white cedar planks for the top. I was going to do the roof in red also, but I didn't have enough of the rosewood. So yeah, we settled with, well, I settled with the white cedar roof and the rosewood walls. I was going to do the full thing in these gates, but I mean the fences, but I actually kind of like the pattern like that. So that's our covered train bridge. And yeah, don't worry, the boat can pass through the bridge with no issue. And it starts raining. Good thing I wasn't taking a screenshot just now. All right, I'm going to finish up just the little bits of the rail. I don't feel like replacing the middle rail just yet, so I'm not going to worry about it. Now I need to add rail over here also. But yeah, now we've got our bridge done. Looks good. And I've got most of our roofs done. I haven't touched that one yet. I don't care enough to worry about it right now. But our house roof is fixed. Our barn is fixed. Our factory's fixed. Our porch is fixed. Mostly. I ran out of maple wood, but I like the look of the maple wood. It's got this nice, almost golden hue to it. You can see that's the oak wood next to it. Yeah, my windmill's freaking out again because I traveled outside of render. And this is freaking out too. That's fixed. Haven't touched that roof yet. We said we were going to do white cedar, but I'm out of white cedar, so that's going to have to wait. I do have plenty of other woods though. Plenty of sycamore. So I don't know what I'm going to build with the sycamore at the moment, but I can definitely use this on something. Oh, and I also reorganized all my barrels. I made these, what are they called? Barrel racks? Yes, barrel racks. Another, no, it's TerraFirmaCraft. I was going to say Firma Life, but no, TerraFirmaCraft. 1 scaffolding and 3 lumber gives you 1. You can stack them on top of each other, and then you can stack barrels in them. So I've actually given myself a organization system. Birch is for vinegar and pickled vegetables. Oak is going to be for alcohols, I've got beer. I'll put cider in those. Those are empty. Do have salt water. I haven't switched those over yet. Haven't decided what I'm going to do in the hickory. Might do the salt water in the hickory. And then we've got willow for the olive oil, ash for yeast, rosewood for milk, and that one just says brine. I haven't switched it over yet. But yeah, there we go. Everything is mostly organized. Should make finding things just a little bit easier. And as we're closing out, I just popped into my test world where I was, well, bug testing. And just going to show you some of the different stuff that's added. All the different types of roofs, different colors. The gutters work. The gutters are in and they work. Some awnings. Some of the different fences. And all their nice different color combinations. And some of the bridges and the supports. So as of now, these are all in. They all work. And yeah, progress is being made. It's coming along really well. I'm excited. Next, I have to add, like I said, windows. Then I want to see about adding doors, trap doors. But once I have windows in, and once I'm confident that there's no game-breaking bugs, I'll see about releasing everything on CurseForge. I will make a video specifically about this when that's done, and I will have a community announcement and all that fun stuff for you guys. Until then, thank you for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Later.